Hello everybody and welcome, my name is Son of Mogeth and I'm going to play some Species today. I've been wanting to play this again as a video for a little while now, so it's about time I got to it. On the last video that I did, I had a bunch of, I don't want to call them humans. They started off reasonably human, but yeah, that didn't go so well. But I'm going to get back to them. I'm going to load up the world that I saved with the things that were sort of almost nearly... Oh, God, look at them. You can see they're wrong already. And, yeah, I want... Oh, God, why are the tutorial tips coming up? No, go away. I don't want you. No, I'm gonna... Wait. What? This guy is... Wait. He looks more like a spider than a person. Oh God, go away, you stupid tooltips. I mean, look at them. Look, this is supposed to be a person. It's not a person. Oh no, yeah. So I'm just gonna let them. Sorry, I had a bit of a mental breakdown then. I'm gonna let them just evolve. I'm going to let them change and switch. I actually have two different species of human. I also have a large white thing in the middle of my map. Let's have a look. See what we've got here. Oh, look at all this. Look, these are all the failed versions. Look. What have we got here? We've got the dominant species, which is unspeakable. And we've got a minor species, which is essentially the exact same thing with... I think it's just got different eyes, does it? Yeah, it's just got different eyes. That makes it a different species. So I'm going to... There might be a lot of cuts in this. I'm just going to warn you that I'm probably going to cut away a lot. It's more like a freaking hive. What is this? What is this? What are you? What? Why? He's that species, but it's obviously some kind of mutant, isn't it? Look at the state of it. It's furry. Have a look. It's oily furred, bent over backwards, arms on the wrong way, shockingly surprised, big-eyed human crawly thing. I don't know. I got interrupted again. Not interrupted, distracted. But yeah, I'm gonna let it go for a long time. And when I come back to it, I'll bring you guys back and we'll see if there's been any significant changes. Boom, 10 times speed. I do have the rovers roaming around. Oh, I think I'm just gonna get rid of them and let them be whatever it is that they need to be. We've already got a new species, look. So that's fun. Let's have a look at that one. That's a mutant. How? It's not even that different. It's just slightly more upright. It's slightly less monstrous and slightly more human, and that makes it a freak in this world full of things that were supposed to be human, so... The population is actually quite high. These things are reasonably good at surviving. Although, yeah, I think that new species has become extinct, so there's that. Oh god, let's have a look. Yeah, it's warm enough. Lots of land fertility, so they shouldn't be short of food. The population is actually skyrocketing now that I've got rid of the rovers. It's mashing my frame rate into pieces, which is lucky, really, because yeah, there's a cap on the population to stop that very thing from destroying the game's ability to run. What else have we got? Yeah, so I'm interested to see what these things become. The original idea of this, oh god, was to just try and force them to be humans and live against their will. But it's horrendous trying to make that happen in this game. Like, very specific species have a very small chance of survival because they're adapted for an environment that they're not living in, so they die. These ones are adapting to their environment, so they live. In case you're all confused about how evolution works, I don't know why I felt the need to explain that. Oh, we've had another extinction. Let me... See, it's running so poorly right now that I actually can't pause it. Oh dear. Hello? There we go. So this version has died out and this version continues to live. Yeah, I'll let it run for a while and I'll bring you guys back. I don't know how long I'm going to leave it running. Probably when something happens, like when there's a new species or when there's a mass extinction or something. So yeah, I'll see you in a minute. Okay, it's only been about 5 minutes or so, I think, and we've got a mutation. I'm gonna go. Oh, this is a thing. Oh, apparently there was one there that I missed. Don't know what that is. Oh, this mutation is so small. Look, there's that, and here's the new one. Look, I think it's just got like a. Oh, that made me jump. It's got a weird neck. Yeah, because these do have necks, they just hunch, so you can't really see them. I don't know if it's going to survive for very long. Let's just see. It keeps hitting the creature cap, which is annoying. There's like safeguards in the engine of the game itself to try and stop that happening. I guess when I, you know, created the world and adjusted all the values, yeah, it went extinct. Look, I maybe made them too easy for them to survive. I don't know if I'm going to need a culling or not. I'm kind of tempted to do a massive cull just to get their numbers down and get the game running at what, more than 10 frames a second? That would be, you know, beneficial. Yeah, some of these creatures are just bizarre. Look at this. I mean, is he even the right way up, that one? I don't get. Let's have a look. He's a hairy skinned omnivore. Lungs. Yeah, he's warm-blooded. He's bloody old, considering this is when they reach maturity, and this is how old he actually is. I mean, they seem to be doing alright. It's kind of hard to tell. I think half the problem is that they're doing too well. I guess what I could do is save these as a species and put them into a regular world where it would be harder for them to survive. I'm not sure this is sustainable. Yeah, do you know what? I'm going to try that. I can... Wait. If I save this world... It's Zoo 2 Electric Boogaloo. And what I'll do is... It's really good that you can do this, actually. It won't even pause. It's lagging so hard. There we go. Right, so if I select these things, I can export it to... I was trying to build a better human. I just called it so it was at the top of the list. I'm going to set the humans free. Like, ooh, what is all this? What is that? What happened? Did I do a thing? Right, let me I'll start a new world. There we go. I started another new world. I murdered all the potatoes, and now I've just dropped a bunch of these things into the world. Are limbo dancing, weird-necked, big leggy monster ex-human I don't know what they are. So let's see how well they do out in the world. If they behave like anything I've ever made in this game as a creature, they're all going to immediately die, which is the reason why I did the other video where I was forcing them to live. Yeah, look. Ooh. Ooh. That's not great. That's not great. This is why I created a world which made it virtually impossible for them to not die, which made the population raise to such a high, massive, vast, huge amount that the game couldn't run. And I mean, normally I would blame the game. I'd be annoyed, you know. I'd be like, rage. But this is a very early access game. And it's a very small dev team. One person, I think, from what I can tell on the discussion forums and things like that, it's mostly made by one person. And these games are not easy to program. I did like a simple evolution emulator type thing while I was at university, and it was a goddamn mess. And it was so basic and so simple and so ridiculous. And it just barely even functioned, let alone functioned as well as this one. Yay, we're getting more population. So I'm not going to complain, because I actually enjoy these types of games. And this one in particular seems remarkably fun. It needs work, obviously, but the dev is quite active on the forums, and they've been doing a lot of like restructuring of game code and complicated stuff, which has kept them busy. But it's nice to get communication from devs and things like that. I'm not going to complain. It crashes frequently, I should say, but again, like I say, it's such a complicated system. When you consider each and every single entity in this world not only has its like own micro AI involved, that it's also got like behavioral AI, and it's got like genetic information, and it's got, I mean, the world itself has a lot of information that needs to be processed like per second. I'm surprised it works as well as it does, to be honest. It's one of those things like, if I made it, it would just be garbage on the screen. It really would. It'd be like those Steam Greenlight games where someone just threw a bunch of texture pack assets together and sold it as their own game when it wasn't. Sorry, I went on a little bit of a rant about asset flipping in the middle of this going on. They seem to be surviving a little bit better. There's not a lot of them, so genetic diversity might be a problem. Oh my god, is it just me or is this one down here freaking huge? Oh my god, look at it. Hey, yeah, what the hell are you? I'm trying to get a good view, but there's like trees and stuff in the way. Look at him. His eyes are nearly on top of each other. He looks massive compared to the other ones. This one's pretty big, but... oh, he's dead. Never mind. His unusual size worked against him in this environment, I'm assuming. Oh, God. This game and these creatures, they're all terrifying and monstrous and ridiculous. I think that's one of the things that I do love about this game as well, that it's... the things that you end up with in your world are just too bizarre for you to look at and not go, why? Why has this happened? Why is this a thing that keeps happening to me? Now, you look at these guys, look. The camera is an issue for me. Look, these ones are bloody huge. They're so huge, their head is coming out of their torsos, but... What was I saying? Yeah, they're just too ridiculous to not laugh at constantly. They do seem to be spreading out quite well, which is nice. They were a bit bunched up in that other world, which was, you know, also a thing causing issues, I assume. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Just... He's still hairy, he's still an omnivore, still has lungs, he's still bloody old. I like these labels that gluttonous, insomniac, aggressive, brave, promiscuous, ignores temperature. What have we got here? He's fragile, with an average stomach, he's slow, inexhaustible. He's good at swimming, has very little swim stamina, insta-kills people, and is complex, so it's also warm-blooded. Brilliant. Yeah, I'm going to let this run for a little while again and bring you guys back when something crazy or interesting or weird or whatever happens. So, yeah, I'll see you in a minute again. Okay, well, there's been developments. There was a huge population growth, and then there was like a mass extinction, and now it's grown back again, and we've just had 2 new species popped up. So let's have a look and see how this has gone. You can see, like, I've left it quite a long time. Have a look. Oh god. So this is the dominant species. Apparently they've lost their eyeballs, which I'm not even going to comment on. What? How? How? Apparently this species and this species are 2 different ones. There's only one of them because they're mutants. What makes these so different then? It's omnivore with lungs, 1.8 size. Omnivore with lungs, 2 size. I guess the size of it is what makes it a different species to the other one. That scared me. Thank you, autosave. Let's see if they survive, these mutants, because they're hideous and disgusting. And let me see if I can actually find one in the world. Yep, there it is. Look, it's gigantic as well. Jesus. Damn. Alright, let's see how long they survive. Probably not long, if this game is, you know, consistent. Go! Are we still at 3? How long will it take for them to become extinct? And there's another new one. Let's have a look at that one then, since it's new. Oh, it's... Oh, and now there's a 5th one, even though it's supposed to be paused. So we've got this thing that appears to have eyes where its breasts should be. It doesn't appear to have any kind of mouth, which is a bit disturbing, but it is sort of upright, so... Yay? You got this guy who... Oh, wait. Who has gigantic legs and teeny tiny little hands. He does have eyes and... I don't know what's going on with his mouth. It's maybe in there somewhere? Dominant species is still weird and hideous. This guy is also new. More accurately proportioned. I just realised as well, like, its eyes are where its mouth should be. Or its eyes are in its mouth? I don't know. And we've got this guy, which seems to be a carbon copy of this guy. Again, not really sure exactly what makes them a different species, but, I mean, they're all hideous and disgusting and shouldn't live, but... Wonder how long they're going to survive. The species... Oh, it's gone up to 7, back down to 6. My god, what is going on with this world now? Oh no. Oh, these are mutants, so they're not expected to last long. I mean, if they live long enough to have children, then it might, if it's better adapted to this environment, overtake the dominant species. I don't see it happening right now, but let's have a look, see how long they last. So we're still at 6. Oh, now down to 5. One of them went extinct. Now down to 4. Somebody else went extinct. I'll let it run for a little while long. Oh, it's back up to 6. I don't know what's going on. It's absolutely crazy. They are finally starting to diversify. It went up to 7 and then down to 5 and then back up to 7. Now it's back down to 5. I don't know what's happening. What have we got? Oh, look, there's... What? Why? What? Why? How? God, I'm glad that thing went extinct. This thing is like full horizontal now. Its head appears to have completely changed size and shape. Its hands now exist entirely within its thigh muscles. Hideous. These guys, they have eye sockets but no eyes, and that's disturbing to me. Along with these guys, I mean, these guys are the dominant ones. They have no eyes where their eye sockets are. Again, it's done this thing where its arms appear to be on the wrong way. Like, its elbows have evolved to bend the wrong direction. Oh, so this one went extinct, and this one went extinct, and this one went extinct. I'm kind of glad this went extinct. I mean, this is not... Oh, God, that bloody autosave makes me jump every time. Everything is wrong and hideous. Everything is disgusting. But we have a little diversity in the gene pool now, which is interesting. Assuming that these mutants survive, and it doesn't look like they're doing very well for themselves. You can see down here that they're becoming extinct pretty quickly. It does appear that they're living long enough to have offspring. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. They still scuttle about like spiders. It's also really funny to watch them try and swim. They go sideways and just kind of bob around in the water for a little bit, and then they're like, oh, I can't breathe here, and go back onto the land where they belong. I'm not trying to have fish evolve. What are you, sir? What are you exactly? How do I make this go down? Yeah, the controls aren't amazing. Let's have a look at your species. There's a short-furred omnivore with lungs, pretty old. He's got all of the normal traits that I gave them before. Low health capacity. Yeah, it seems to be mostly the appearance that's changing. They're keeping their toughness that I, forcibly inserted into their gene pool. There's another species gone extinct. Now there's only 3 different types of whatever these are. I've stopped calling them humans. I don't know what they are. You can see the population. It goes up, and then it goes really very down, and then it goes up really very high, and then it goes down again. So we're having both, like, I don't know, population explosions followed by mass extinctions. I've just noticed another thing in my world, like, God. That one's oily furred with lungs. Damn, let's have a look at the diagram, see what we've got. Oh, God, look at you. He's got the complexion of a Mogef, certainly. I'm like the whitest person in my country. And so these guys are mimicking me, their whiteness. Again, this one and this one don't seem to be different enough to warrant 2 different species, and yet they are, but I'm not expecting them to survive, so I don't know why I'm even commenting on the fact. Oh, there's still 3. I thought one had... Oh, yeah, one died off and then immediately mutated and died again. So we're back down to 2. Just these pale-looking, sickly things. And the thing that we've always had. Oh, there's another one. Oh, what is this? This is entirely different, isn't it? Like, this is what the dominant species, and this is the mutant. I mean, it's more human looking than the other ones, but it's definitely not a human. And I'm pretty sure it'll just go extinct immediately. I forgot to look to see what it was called. Oh, what's happening? Oh, this one went extinct, and this one is surviving. This one turned into a bloody cyclops. Fine, I'm all right with it. What's? I clicked. I wasn't supposed to. My bad on that one. This is. It says in like up in the top left up here. It's Helidium Longcome. Oh god. Oh no, there's lots of them now. Or not. I think it died. Did it die or did it speciate again? I'm not sure what's going on now. I'm not even sure where it went. It was in here. Oh, look, yeah, it died up here, look. Sooner or later, one of these mutants are going to survive. And we're going to end up with genetically compatible creatures that will share traits across species. We are back down to 2, though. Ooh, and now we're up to 3. Oh my god, what is going on with this bloody place? Oh, now we're back down to 2. It's just me commenting on this one tiny little bit of the screen. Exclaiming in surprise. It had to be the hideous Cyclops creature that continued to live. There's actually 2 of them now. So it went from being a mutant to its own independent species. And now there's only 1 of them. I guess one of them died, so this one won't... I guess they can still breed because they breed asexually in this world. Interesting. It's always very interesting. There's always something bizarre going on in this. Always. Always craziness and weirdness that makes me go, what? Why? Again, look, like this thing. Is this thing not upside down? I feel like this one is upside down. That's the way it should be, but it's currently like... oh, I can't make it actually flip upside down, I don't think. Alright, fine. I'll just let it... Oh, it died. It immediately died. As soon as I took off pause, it just killed itself. Look at this. Look, this is what I'm talking about. How is this thing swimming like that? Can I get closer? Maybe if I... Oh, that didn't help, did it? The camera is sinking and I couldn't make it stop. Yeah, that's how this thing moves in water. Look at its face. Jesus. Why is everything so disturbing? Probably because I made it. I like the way it swims doing the pelvic thrust maneuver. Not a viable way of swimming, like, at all. Oh god, don't come too close to me, please. I would really like it if you didn't do that. It appears to be, like, migrating or something. Because it's literally the only one that's over here. It's like abandoned everybody and gone to live in the wilderness. Change the camera back. Where did it go? Yeah, look, it's over here. There's a couple over here, I guess, but where did it go? Oh, it's... Yeah, there is a few actually over here. So they're slowly migrating, I think, because there's tons of them in this area here. They're just all over the goddamn place. Most of the time when I play it, I just don't know what my commentary should be. I'll see something and just be disturbed by it and sit there dumbfounded with my mouth agape going, I don't like this. It's weird and gross and I don't like it. And that's true. I don't like it. And the things are weird and gross and I don't like them. They do seem to like this little patch of land though, don't they? We had something else go extinct. But everything that goes extinct though, like another thing seems to... God no, look. These things, I think this is the one that crossed the lake, is it not? It's over there breeding now. There's 3 of the damn things. Yes, this is... Oh, is this one grown? This one grown new ooms, apparently. Look, it's got these things here. I hope you don't live. Oh, that's what I'm going to say. And it's a herbivore as well, where almost everything has been omnivore. Yeah, it's gone extinct and then something else went extinct. Nothing in this world will live for very long, except for the dominant species. Which I guess, when you think about it, that is how dominant species works. I mean, it's how humans work. We just sit at the top of the food chain and reduce everything else's chances of survival. And every other species is going, can I live, please? And humans are like, nah, I don't think you need to. We're all right the way we are. Like, you're all right, but we would like to continue living. Humans like, nah, it's fine. Humans are not great with their competition. Oh, damn. Are these... Wait, are these eyes? Yep. That is in fact an eyeball on the back of its head facing the floor, which is a huge evolutionary advantage, I'm sure. God. Oh, they're all doing it now. Look, that one's doing it. He's got little eyeballs facing the floor, and he's got bigger eyeballs facing the floor. And then they both went extinct. So, God, the fact that I'm even mentioning it is, like, irrelevant. How long do you think before these things become quadrupeds? Like, where these arms become just extra legs that they can use to get around? I feel like that's a thing that's going to end up happening at some point. If you landed on an alien planet, you wouldn't expect these things to be the ancient ancestors of humans, would you? You'd be like, okay, so they evolved... Well, I mean, they evolved bizarrely because they live on a bizarre planet. They're definitely aliens. You wouldn't guess, oh, these are these used to be somewhat human in the past, and they've just become this slowly over time. Just look. I don't want to look, so I'm going to have to make you look, because I have to look. Wait, did that even make sense? I mean, I don't want to look, I have to look, so you guys are going to have to look. All these weird, scuttling creatures. We're down to 2 species again. There are 5 of these, though. Oh, 6 now. It's a minor species rather than a mutant. I noticed they haven't got fingers anymore, either. They've just got, like, these knobs. Oh, what the goddamn hell is that? It's dead. It went extinct almost immediately. I just can't say anything about anything. Oh my god, there's 12 of these now? We might end up with a new dominant species soon. Ooh. I mean, it's on its way to becoming a major species. Alright. I'm not even going to comment. Its legs are on top of its torso because it's bent over backwards so far. That's a mutant. That'll die. That won't live, I hope. Let's have a look at these guys out in the wild. I pressed a whole bunch of wrong buttons then. But yeah, these are the guys... Wait, are these the guys that swam across the lake? I've spun the camera several times, so I don't actually know. Right, so, yeah, there! Oh! Did you see that guy? He was walking with his hands. He was using them as legs and he disappeared into the forest. This guy! It's a short-furred, omnivore, warm-blooded, aggressive, brave, ignores temperature. So it's basically got all the traits that we gave them before. It is a little on the warm side for them, so that's probably hindering their survivability. But he's a Helidium longcome. Have a look. That's interesting because I pushed the wrong damn button. Because neither of these in this section look like that thing that I was just looking at. And I'm probably not going to be able to find him again now. Where were you? Where were you? He was walking around. He was using his arms in... Yeah, there you go, like this guy. Using arms as hind legs, which is weird when you think about it. Because, if you were I was about to say if you were a human. Just goes to show how disconnected I am. If you imagined a human becoming a quadruped, you'd think they'd use their arms as front legs, wouldn't you? Like... more like apes. You know, gorillas, they walk around on their knuckles, and I think technically they are considered bipeds. But they can, you know, use their arms to, their hands to walk around on if they want to, or need to, when the situation calls for it. These guys are literally using them as legs, but they're bent over backwards and not forwards, like... Wait, don't you run away from me. I want to examine your... Oh, God, what is up with this damn camera? I want to examine your weirdness. This one's actually got extra arms, as well as a head in the middle of its body. And, oh, it might be easier just to do this. Sometimes they look different in here. Yeah, look. It's... no, stop changing. He's using... God damn it, he has his fingers back. He's using them as hind legs. What? Oh, God. We're up to 4 species. I've got to see how well they were doing as well. 15 of them. 2 of them. And that's a mutant. So the mutants never seem to last long. Oh, it's all going so strangely. Again, it's like a rock monster, this one. We had, oh God, oh no. We had one like this previously that didn't live. But now there's like 2 different versions of them. They kind of look like their skin is made from rock. Everything is wrong and everything is hideous. But we do have a decent population now. And I'm starting to regret not forcing them to be humans. I'm kind of interested to see where they go with it, is the thing. Because you see, some of them aren't omnivores anymore. Some of them aren't even bipedal anymore. Some of them have lost their eyes. Some of them have eyes on the back of their heads. It's insane. And according to the counter, it's still day 0. I don't know if that's broken or if I'm just misunderstanding it, but I am tempted to set up a world like this and then just leave it running overnight, go to sleep or whatever, and come back in the morning and see what happens, because I've been playing this... I don't know, let me go check, hang on a minute. God damn, it's been over an hour that I've been playing this. It's in fact bordering on an hour and a half. That you guys won't know because I'll just do a bunch of cuts, but can you imagine leaving it for like, I don't know, 12 hours? I'm really interested to see what would happen, but I don't like leaving it unattended. Like if it crashes or the PC decides, oh, I'm going to do an update, then I've got 12 hours of, well, not wasted time, I guess, but you know what I mean? It'd be frustrating. That's the point I'm trying to get across, and failing because I do words good. Dumb. Oh, Jesus Christ Almighty! I'm so terrified that I'm going to accidentally witness these things mating, and I'll just be scarred for life. I mean, people make jokes about walking in on their parents doing it. But, I mean, seeing these things reproduce has to be the most disgusting thing ever witnessed in the history of anything ever. There's probably worse ones, I'm just lacking in imagination, but... I thought it died, it went asleep. Okay, well, I'm going to leave it there then. I've been recording for so long, and I'm going to have to cut it down significantly already. What have we got? Alright, that's not so bad. We've got a rock monster with no feet, or tiny feet that we can't see, I don't know, and huge hands. He's also been, like, working out, so he's got massive biceps. Why? There's 4 of these goddamn rock monstery, weird elbow things. Ugh. We've got this guy who really hasn't changed that much. He's definitely become a quadruped in the strangest way possible, which is always fun. And we've got you, who's lost his hands and he's growing extra arms and his feet are tiny and he's got like those weird compound eyes that flies have, and it's all weird and hideous and gross. And yeah, I'm done. Let me save it because I'm going to forget that. I'll just call it that again. So, yes, a bit of a weird video. I apologise for that. All my videos are a little bit weird, and I always apologise for it. I mean, the people that watch my videos are used to this by now, so there's that. Anyway, yes, if you want to see more of this, put it down in the comments. Yes, more of this, please, and I'll do more. I'll probably do something else next time I play this. I don't know what yet. If you've got suggestions for that, let me know. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't done that already. And again, yeah, if you have suggestions or criticisms, or you want me to play something in particular, put it all down in the comment section and I'll take that information on board and do the best I can. I'm super duper poor right now, but yeah, I mean, it's not an impossibility. There are the things out there that you can suggest that I can play. So, yeah. And I mean, I'll always take that stuff on board. And if it's a free game, I'll absolutely play it because there's literally nothing to lose other than my sanity. And I don't have a lot of it as it is. So I'm not sure anyone would notice. It's like the dregs at the bottom of the jar, you know. It's there, and if you use it, nobody notices because everyone assumes it's an empty jar because there's not enough to use. That was a stupid tangent, ramble, weirdness. Anyway, thank you, everybody. I am Son of Mogef. I forgot my own name briefly. This is Species, Artificial Life Real Evolution, and I will be seeing you soon.